Huge crowds once again making their way here to Stockholm, and the weather has been up and down for the last couple of days, just under 15 degrees in the water. It's a sprint here. We've done both formats, the sprint and the Olympic distance. Not a surprise. Richard Varga up front, just behind him, Henry Skuman, Raphael from France, and you can see the Brownlee brothers back in 5th and 6th place. That's that very tough run up the hill. The French with 3 athletes in the top 8, but Varga first to get to his bike. However, a big surprise, that is Javier Gomez, about 20 plus seconds down. Not a great swim for the man who's ranked number 1 coming into the event. 5 laps on the bike course in the pouring rain, and not long before the 2 Brownlee brothers have gotten away from the rest of the field. How do these guys do it? They're absolutely huge technicians. And as we watch them come around, it's Pujol from France right there looking over his shoulder, a chase group of about 9 or 10 athletes trying desperately to catch back up, and you can see they're continuing to lose time to the Brownlee brothers. It was this way at the Commonwealth Games just a few weeks ago as the 2 brothers pulled away from everyone, and with 1 lap to go, 50 seconds in climbing, is Richard Varga and the gang trying desperately to catch back up, but I don't think anyone had a chance. The 2 Brownlee brothers coming off the bike with 2 laps, 5 kilometers to go. Johnny Brownlee would be first out of the transition zone with the 2-lap run. His older brother not far behind, but everyone else a minute plus down. Tough transition on this big steep hill here in Stockholm. 3rd time for racing on the course. And it would be a very unfamiliar place for Javier Gomez. Back by a minute behind the Brownlee brothers, coming in with a bit of a flu and sickness. And you can see the big runners heading out very quick. But the 2 Brownlee brothers absolutely had their own way out onto the run course. Brownlee versus Brownlee, just as it had been at the Commonwealth Games. Richard Murray trying to hold off Buchholz and Pujol from France. And as they came into the late stages of the 5-kilometer run, it would be Johnny Brownlee who would find another gear all year long. Johnny Brownlee would be having to play second fiddle to his brother as well as to Javier Gomez. But today in Stockholm, it would be Johnny Brownlee claiming victory. He had been successful on this course in the past. Johnny Brownlee about 8 seconds up on his older brother. Brownlee versus Brownlee. The real battle was for 3rd place. And coming into the late stages of the 5-kilometer run, the 2 Brownlees would look over their shoulder and see an absolute sprint finish. Gregory Buchholz, for the first time in his career, would claim 3rd in a WTS race. Mario Mola would take 4th. Richard Murray would be 5th, but the day would belong to Johnny Brownlee, as his toughest job of the day would be getting up on top of the podium here in Stockholm. He'll head to Edmonton in great form, looking after Gomez for number 1.
I always want to win, and this season's not gone as well as I could have hoped. But we built for the Commonwealth Games, and we got very fit for that. We've kind of carried on going, and that was a good course. We all keep saying Stockholm's a great course, and it can mean you can actually do something in the race, and that was a great race. I love racing. I thought it was really, really exciting, and yeah, it was great. It was perfect team tactics, really.